It's caused a number of situations, and all of today has been a well, everyone's been a victim of circumstance. I guess is the best way to put it. But yeah, we're not going to be home in time. We're just not going to be back to be able to do the broadcast that we were going to do. And last night, talking to uh, Bathurst, Michael Bathurst, and he was like, I should have a morning show and schedules and stuff like that. Um, Sometimes in this lifestyle, it's impossible to even get on air. So it's a miracle if we're there, and if you accept it, as much work as you need to keep going, well then that kind of locks you off. So the reality of it, and we talked about it, a bit on this broadcast last night. The reality of it is plain and simple. If enough money isn't being made on the platform, then we can't, and we really can't, we can't fulfill a lot of them. So unfortunately, some of them are going to be like this. We're always going to do the story time. We're going to keep story times on weekends. So if something happens on a Saturday, we do it on a Sunday. If something happens the whole weekend, we make sure you guys know ahead of time. It's rare to have something happen on a weekend until festivals start again. When festivals start again and events start again, that'll be a whole different story. We'll have to figure that out because I don't know how COVID's going to reformat things. So I'm on because technically Martin's working. I showed up here about an hour and a half ago, and in time to mooch some food off the food truck, but I was supposed to show up a couple hours ago, and yeah, his relief isn't here yet. And apparently there are multiple accidents and all these other things. Hell, there was an accident just outside the gas station while I was pumping gas. Gas has gone up immeasurably in price. I mean, it's disgusting. Getting anywhere, doing anything is difficult. We've decided for Saturday for our anniversary dinner that we have hot dogs in the fridge and a small barbecue. So on Saturday we're not going out for dinner. We were going to go out to one of the places that um, we used to go to when we first started dating, and then we thought we'll go to where we got married, and then so it keeps getting closer and closer and closer to home. Hi, Eric. But yeah, Martin's stuck, and I'm stuck because the person who relieves him hasn't shown up, and she's very late, and there's accidents, and there's much love. Thank you, Eric. So Martin's still stuck on duty out there. There's Martin. Martin's still stuck on duty out there. Let me see if I can. He knows I'm pointing at him. So yeah, he's stuck until she arrives, and she's late. So there's no way. And there's a couple accidents. There's a few accidents on the highway. There's all the trailers that we're watching. Well, he's watching. Today was his shift, and I took care of a lot of stuff with the company at home. We gotta make our money back. We gotta, the money from the small amount of money from his inheritance is gone. So time to get real on life again. We had a bit of a break. Like I mean, other people completely didn't make it through COVID at all. At least we had a chance. But time to get serious again and clock the hours. And the sun's been hot today, not as hot as it was yesterday, thankfully. Nope, that's not her either. Wow. Yeah. So, and we're only allowed to get paid 12 hours when you're LSP. You're not supposed to. There's no such thing as overtime. When we're doing props and stuff, there's overtime. When we're doing other jobs, there's overtime. But yeah, so I am sitting under a tree, attempting to be cool because I'm not the one on duty. So I duty he. I said duty he. So I walked away from him and said, okay, you know what? It's an hour before we're going to be on air, and everything's happened wrong today. I mean, everything. Oh my God, even the gas station, the pumps weren't working. I had to go to four pumps before I got one that worked. This morning, it should have taken about 25 minutes to get here. I had to drop him off. It took almost an hour. It took about 45 minutes, so we were late for her. And then on my way back, it's supposed to take it 30 minutes to get back. Took me an hour and a quarter. Still don't know why. I didn't see anything. And then I was supposed to bring him lunch. Thank God I left him with snacks. So I was supposed to bring him lunch, and that didn't happen because it would have been an hour to get out here. It's a 25-minute drive away, and yeah, and I couldn't afford to take 2 hours out of the day and expect to get anything done. So he mooched a little bit, and then I got out here in time for them to be serving food. So no one questions when they see the same people all the time. No one questions whether or not we're both eating or whether or not we're both working. So that's good. Free food. But I got out here like an hour later than expected. Like there wound up being another accident. I wound up taking the toll highway, unfortunately. So that's going to cost me a little money. But I was so hungry, so hungry. And yeah, so like 20-minute drives are becoming an hour and a half. So there's no way we're going to keep our subject because that requires the computer and the videos, and we're not going to get back home by 8:30, let alone 8, to set up. And so sorry, guys. I thought I'd get on so that there's no complete abandonment of our audience. I'd like to organize a day and a night. Martin's decided that Tuesday nights are going to be his night to do all paperwork and receipts and stuff like that. So I'm going back. I'm going to try going back to the Don't Poke the Lion thing on Tuesday nights. I'm going to try. But if we get more work and the world keeps getting crazy, oh my God, gas prices have gone up. I haven't taken antihistamine today. Eric, how are you? If you are still there, how are you today? Last night was a good conversation. That was fun. That was lots of fun. Please don't answer. Please don't answer. And I think it's her. Oh my lord. Doing pretty good. Oh, good. Yeah, that's her. You enjoyed it. Oh, good. It was fun. It was fun. I love talking with Michael. He goes and shows you too, like, what a non-stereotypical Canadian is, but a stereotypical typical Torontonian is. Sometimes we let our mouths go a little crazy. So she's backing into her spot for tonight. She has the overnight shift on this particular set. I wish we had the overnight shift. I prefer the overnight shift. I'm not gonna be doing late night broadcasts with you guys. How much is gas today? I unfortunately only put 20 in the tank, which means we probably won't be going anywhere at all this weekend. We'll probably be staying put as much as possible. I put it in the tank at dollar. What was it? $1.28. $1.28. Oh, $1.29. So for our American friends, you times that by four because we're per liter and you guys are per gallon. And there's rumor that it's going to go up. So good content, good laughs as well. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Yeah, that was great. But yeah, it just super crazy, right? Everything's just super crazy. But yeah, if you time that by four and you think about Canadian to American conversion, it's still cheaper to buy gas in the States. Always has been. Well, not always. When I was a kid, it was about on par, but yeah, no, it's because we don't process our crude in Canada anymore. We haven't since the 70s, early 70s. We get crude up here in Canada. We ship it down to the United States. The United States processes it and then sells it back to us. So that's why it's so expensive up here when it comes to things like gas. But it's still cheaper than in BC. BC's always been super expensive when it comes to gas. So, you know, um, I'm a little distracted. She's looking for something. What's she looking for? We have an older hybrid. It's not as efficient as the newer ones, but you know, under a certain speed, and if you're not going up hills, the battery kicks in, and the battery motor kicks in, and it's silent when the battery motor kicks in. It's great. Yeah, but yeah, and then it's great. But highways, it uses the gasoline engine, and he's just about to walk over here, and he took his vest off. He's coming over, guys. But yeah, it's an old RAV4 hybrid. It's 2016. It's amazing that that's considered old now. It's an early era hybrid. Yeah, he's walking towards us. Ta-da! He's coming, coming, coming. Hey Jeff. So yeah, tonight's Habs challenge is not gonna happen. It's just not because I don't think we can get back. And oh my God, Martin, hamming it up. You're hamming it up. You know the camera's pointing at you. That's why you're hamming it up. I guess I should turn off my hands free so they can hear you too.
Great.
You knocked me over.
All right. So she's here. She got stuck. She got stuck up top because the water truck for the rain sequences was
doing its thing.
Was doing its thing.
So I guess that means it's gonna be tough for us to get out, and the whatever it was, the accident that turned my trip,
into almost an hour.
And then there's the other one, and then there was the accident just next to the shell where I put gas in, and then we know we're not gonna make it back in time, right?
No.
So I say we sit with them for a tiny bit. We relax in the shade.
Sure.
And we do paperwork or something when we get home, right?
Yes.
So yeah, we're not gonna make the Habs challenge this week, and we screwed up last week on the hashtag.
What's this? We screwed up.
Hey.
Okay, it was mutual because I didn't. Yeah, we didn't proof each other's work, right? So
I'm suddenly very disgusted by you. You know. Yeah, that's we got 2 hats like that in Mexico. It was really fun because we didn't think when we went down to Mexico in 2009.
No, sorry, 2005. 2009 was Florida.
Yeah. 2005 was Mexico with the
the
whole props department basically. But yeah, we bought those because we didn't think of bringing hats.
No.
How could we not bring hats to Mexico?
I know.
That was like a really stupid move. But that's okay. They sold us hats. That's fine. But my arm is getting tired. Do you want to take over, or do we move to a picnic bench?
Let's move to a picnic bench.
I really
because I'm a noodle.
Okay.
I'm a noodle.
You're a noodle?
I'm 12 hours in the sun.
Yeah.
Even with
Tomorrow it'll be me.
Shade parasol and a hat and lots of water.
Tomorrow's my turn. I was gonna do all 3 days, but I looked at Martin yesterday and said, "Nope, not gonna do it."
Weeks like this, it's good because we can alternate.
Yeah, but
one spot, right?
Well, we should have traded with the guys up top, right? They got all the shade up there. Their post is not out in the sun like ours down here. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. Oh, earthquake! Oh wow, this bench is. Yes, it has.
I'm worried if I sit down, it's gonna break. There we go.
There we go. That's perfect. Well, it's perfect because it can't. There we go. Now we have to look down at it though.
Perfect. This is a bit cooler today. A little bit, yeah. Almost no cloud though. Yesterday, at least, we had quite a bit of cloud come through, and then we had that.
Yeah, but we had thunder, which thunder. You had to redo like half the shots.
I know, that was funny. Like boom, cut.
Back to ones. It's muggy.
It's 26 degrees Celsius right now, but yeah, it is pretty muggy.
Yesterday was my shift. And then tomorrow's going to be my shift again, so it's pretty crazy.
My nose look red.
You're burnt.
Yeah.
Dude.
Feels a little red, yeah.
Did you not put sunblock on? Did you not bring sunblock?
I brought, yeah. I got the spray and the other stuff.
Then why didn't you refresh?
I did reapply.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Damn redheads.
I know, yeah. Oh, get some aloe on it today.
Like, I can tell you've been sweating too. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, what was the hat on, right?
Yeah, it's like,
stringy. Weird.
Here, hold on. You're Doc Brown.
We're hard.
There we go. And do your Doc Brown.
Marty! Great Scott! Yeah.
I think it's great when you do that. It's so much fun. But yeah, you were already hot there. Oof. Yeah, it's been up and down here. We keep expecting these thunder and lightning storms and rain to pour out. Right now, actually, they're using a rain machine.
They're using a rain truck over there to do a rainy day scene.
and it's not.
And probably everyone's like, "Can we be under there too?"
Yeah.
The entire crew trying to huddle under the rain bars.
God, well, it's weird. I've never been on the set where we're so spread out.
Yeah, that's a
And
big park. You
we're
know?
really far. Well, it's a
And this is
conservation
I
park.
think this is the biggest lot, the biggest gravel lot to put all the work trucks in, or the
Well, it's
wardrobe
all
trucks
the
and everything.
yeah, the wardrobe, hair, lead actors,
The prop
the
truck is here, the
producers,
grip truck is here, the producers, yeah.
the AD
Yeah,
offices are here.
yeah.
But well,
But
the
all the
other
tech
props,
trucks are
yeah,
up
all the
there,
tech
yeah.
trucks are out there. Yeah, closer to
The
set,
most immediately needed
and
ones.
the background holding is up there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, talk about. Usually they try to put the background holding like not right next to the leads, so that people leave each other alone. Because some backgrounders just don't understand, and they tend to want to pester the leads. But this is really like this is I've never seen them so far apart. Like
Yeah.
they're yeah.
Well, they're running shuttles like constantly in rotation.
Yes, we are, Jazzy. Um,
I
because we're
just got
going.
wrapped out. Christina was on shift yesterday.
Oh, you gotta let them know.
No.
And let them know I'm on shift tomorrow.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to do another deal memo.
No.
No, one's enough.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's because it's the same show, right?
What's the catering?
Where's the
Where's the
catering?
catering?
Catering's
All the way
up
up
at that
there.
end. But it's a neat system they're doing now because of COVID, because they don't want people lining up at the trucks, right?
That's money wrapped.
They have a little barcode, a QR code that you scan.
You scan the QR code and then you put your order in on your phone, and they bring it to what area you're in. And there's a table and a tent in each and every area, and they put the bags on in the tent. So they text message you when they're heading down to deliver it, and then you go pick it up. And each area's got a name to it. This is base camp because it's where all the producers are, and the ads and the director and everything, so they call it base camp. And then up top is I guess the catering's crafty is near set.
Yeah, the craft truck and catering are two different things, right? So the
Yeah,
craft truck is right next to set, and that's where they have their little snacks
snacks, water
and
supply,
water supply and
juice.
coffee and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And catering is their only operational during the lunch, and the breakfast and lunch, and possibly dinner, depending on the length of the shoot.
That
Right?
omelet was tasty.
Good omelet.
Yeah, yesterday we had trout. See, when your crew, you get fed better. Like I like doing background work too, but you don't get fed as well. When your crew, you get fed a lot better. Like curbside pickup, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Craft services, yeah, yeah. Basically, it's craft services, and we call them crafties a lot. I don't know. It's just I guess you put IES on the end of anything and you make it real,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
But
Does that make us proppies?
that's not make us puppies. No, right now we're LSPs.
LSPs?
What was that? That didn't come from set, did it?
No, it came from back there in the woods somewhere.
Oh, what? It sounded like a very large dog burping.
It did, yeah. Oh no, it's might be a motorcycle or something up on the street. Like literally, this feels like it's down in the middle of a valley and like so far from
What
everything. Just on the other side
echoes?
of the trees is up
A major
the
road
hill is a couple of major roads in two different
show
directions.
miniseries.
Yeah,
I guess locations isn't on this, and we're not going to say what park we're in, right?
that's right. Yep.
I mean, we're BF nowhere, but we're not.
Mm-hmm. It's
Is
a robot.
if you look up in IMDb, it's funny because you look up IMDb, you look for Station 11,
Is the name of the
and
show? Yep.
it's based on a 2014 winning novel, and it's about a pandemic. So um, we're in a pandemic, and they're shooting a miniseries about a pandemic. Talk about capitalizing
Yeah,
on your
I know.
situations.
Oh, it's funny. It's from a book that's 7 years
Get
ago.
ready
That's
for
about a
new moon
pandemic.
meditation. You both stay cool, and may you have a happy anniversary tomorrow. Much
Thank
love.
you.
Thank you. Oh,
Oh,
Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday. Thank you, Eric, so much.
The irony. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Everyone who because there are neighborhood people who come down here. The one
Dog
parking lot.
walkers, joggers.
Yeah, the one parking lot the production doesn't have. And
Going
I
right.
was talking to the husband and wife over here with their kids,
Hmm.
and she says that there's parking up in the street. There's like a side street up in this way,
Oh, is there? Just
and that's what
okay.
they do when they come down here. They don't bother even coming down to the parking lots because the
Oh, okay.
conditions on the roads are so
Oh, the
bad.
roads are terrible down here. Yeah.
Well, it's a conservation area. They really don't
Saturday
care.
day off. Yeah.
You know. Yay! Well, that's okay. Yeah,
So
Saturday.
they say they'll send you a call sheet when they get it later.
Okay.
They don't have a call from them yet tomorrow.
Well,
In
it'll
terms
be
of figuring out your meal, right?
whether or not I get my food allowance. Oh yeah, happy anniversary. Yeah, it was on the 8th, but Saturday we've got some major announcing to do, and I think tonight we're going to be working on some of that too. Right? Okay.
Do you think? No, we're gonna do hot dogs.
No, we're gonna do hot dogs. We're not. The patios open up tomorrow, and everyone's already going nuts so crazy to get out of their places. And we had plans, and they've been changed about 5 times now. I mean, I love the original roller skating plan. I made him tell me the first plan because something didn't seem right about what he was talking about, and we were talking about budgeting for parking. That was your biggest mistake.
Oh,
But yeah, and I pointed out that A, I haven't been on my roller skates in a long time.
3 years actually, almost.
And B, downtown Toronto, right after they start opening up patios, and yeah, we're not gonna
I had
find
an ideal
parking
image,
or even You have some great images. It's just sometimes they're a little ill-timed.
So we'll get to it eventually.
We will.
Not right now.
We will. I want to learn
We
more
have
about those
all
skates we have
summer,
because they're really cheap, and I don't want to wipe out.
Roller skates and a batleth would be.
Granddad
Supposed
roll.
to be a
Welcome.
surprise, yo.
I know it was. I know it was, but he does these.
I'm bad at keeping secrets, really.
Although you said you had an alternative plan, but then work came up.
Yep.
Because you had a little bit of carpentry
we were
work.
Gonna do some,
Yeah. And then I couldn't go more than one. Like I couldn't go back to back for 4 days on set. So we're alternating because originally it was all going to be me.
Yeah.
And it looks like 3 days now because Friday's the last day.
So 3 days in a row, 12 hours a day in the sun is a very harsh thing to do. So
I pulled over on my way down to come get you, right? I pulled over and I said to the LSP up there, I said, "Can we trade tomorrow?" And he's like, "No." I'm like, "Yeah."
Of course not.
Twit.
They want to keep their spot up there, a cushy spot amongst the trees, just guiding traffic in and out of the property.
How's it going? It's going okay. There's a lot of changes happening in our life really fast, and we've had to adjust for a lot of what's been happening with COVID. And things like the store has got to take priority, and things like work, no matter what. Because tonight we were going to do that HAPS challenge, but there's been a number of accidents and a number of issues and a number of this and a number of that, and
A, we're exhausted, and B, we got too many other things to catch up on.
Well, we're just not going to make it back in time for 8:30. So if we make it back by 9, with everything that's happening right now on the roads. So, I mean, that half-hour drive this morning, no, the 20-minute drive this morning turned into an hour for me. I actually blacked out when I got back because it was just way too hot and too suffocating, and short sleep last night. So
dropped me off here at 7 a.m. and then headed home.
Michael, if you're watching, don't ask me if I've got work the next morning before inviting me on your next broadcast.
She'll always say yes against her, her better judgment.
You can't keep a secret, and I can't not socialize.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or have conversations.
High SPF, yeah, 60. I think is.
Well, I've got my moisturizer on, which is 50.
Yeah.
And then I've got the sunblock on, which is the one I'm using is only 40. And then I got makeup on top of that, which is 15. I don't know if layering it up actually works, but that's what I do. But once you put the makeup on, it's kind of hard to put the sunblock refresh on. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Hope we get some rest. I hope so too.
Yeah.
But remember, heat stroke. No matter how much your sunblock is high, heat stroke is happens anyway. And that's my problem. Is I went down a festival of heat stroke.
Brain boiling in your skull.
Yeah, I'm thinking, is there something smaller than a 10x10? Is there such a thing as a 2x2?
For what?
Like a little tent.
There are little mini, like single size.
Little easy ups.
Yeah.
We should look into that.
Maybe 2x2 is a little small, but like a 5x5 or something. Lucky Martin doesn't socialize her if you can't keep a secret.
Yeah, really.
I didn't tell anybody about this. Yeah.
Well, you've become more and more socializer the longer you've been with me.
Yeah. And it feels good.
I think you just saw me having too much fun and you couldn't resist, could you? Mm-hmm. Some makeup has sunblock in it. The makeup I wear is extremely expensive, unfortunately. which means I got to make more money. Increase your heat stroking. It wouldn't increase the heat stroking. No, heat stroking is going to be heat stroking no matter what you put on your face. Plus your air conditioning. Then there goes the gas, and gas is really expensive right now. So we're trying not
$1.33
to.
a liter. Yeah.
So times that by 4, my American friends. Where's expensive? I don't know. Yeah, you see, there's this red blush he puts on his nose,
right, yeah.
and it costs twice as much as his practically white yellow foundation down here.
White yellow.
How'd you do that? How'd you do that?
I don't know.
There's like no, there's absolutely no
burn
here.
there, but it's right on my nose. So
Have you been drinking?
no, I'm not
No,
drinking.
No, the beer battered stuff was yesterday.
That's right. Yeah. Where's the good stuff? I look like Nooney and Stone.
Do you?
Oh my God.
You are so taking a shower tonight, and you're gonna put some like conditioner or something in your hair.
Oh, lots of conditioner. Yeah, it's so stringy and sweaty now. I'm wearing this hat pretty much.
See, as you can tell, I don't care what the state of his hair is
today and part of yesterday too when I was down here with her.
Yep. You had hat head. Yeah, weird head. Why, Grand Admiral? I think it's interesting that you spell his name with a Y instead of an I.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks funny, but
It does.
it also kind of like looks funky.
I might want to change it. No, too much paperwork.
And at this point in your life, I don't know. Although it could be fun. If you do that, if you change your name to spell it like that, I'm going to change my name to Siobhan.
Oh, yeah?
Don't do it.
No, don't do it. Yeah, really.
I love Siobhan. It's a great name, but I'm not sure I want to tell everyone my name changed in my 50s.
Alternate between Martin and Martin. Can't wait for the next Indiana Jones movie. Yeah, yes! I've heard there's some on-set pictures. You know, people, paparazzi snapshots of Harrison in his outfit.
Oh, wow.
On set. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, there's a Martin with a Y on here, so I think I do that a lot. So, okay.
Oh, okay.
Just gotta get your Martin straight. You know?
That's a type of weasel.
Okay, that's right. Or a bird.
Yep, that's true. It's very true. But yeah, I know this isn't what Vince. If you see this, you know, when you get home, I'm sorry, honey.
You said it was going to be epic, but there will be epic again.
We'll have to do.
Not tonight.
We'll have to do that subject at a different time.
Mm-hmm. Just say Marty.
I mean, like the young Indiana Jones with the 99-year-old Indy with an eye patch. Ever seen that? Yeah, don't call him Marty.
Don't call me Marty.
He doesn't even like me calling him Marty. We've been together for.
My sisters called me Marty as I was growing up. They don't even do that anymore.
No, but your brother-in-law has gone back to doing it.
Oh,
it's just I don't. He's trying to get a rise out of you.
Oh,
I think he's gone back in time. He's gone back to being 13 years old now.
Yeah.
Or 12 or some ridiculously young male age that does stupid things like that.
Yep.
Windows are closed.
The driver's side window is open.
Okay.
Won't get dust.
Well, I know the gators are really whipping it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why.
Party Marty.
Party Marty. Party in the back. Business in the front.
Business in front.
Who was it? Who was it we were saying yesterday was business in the back and party in the front?
Oh, I don't remember now.
I don't either. Damn. We were joking about it too, and I don't remember. Oh, that's not fair. It's absolutely not fair. Oh well. Oh well. But yeah, when Michael Bathurst last night was talking about as broadcasters we should have time spots and be syndicated and stuff like that. Not unless I'm getting a regular paycheck, because we have to accept work. It makes it really hard to have a HAP schedule. But we want you guys to keep promoting the story time, and I'm going to try to go back to Tuesday nights with the Don't Poke the Lion thing. And Don't Poke the Lion, he has no obligation to.
That's right.
At all.
That's her shtick. Yeah.
But he can join me. He's decided Tuesday nights will be when he does paperwork. So if he's willing to handle all the taxes, I'm more than happy to Don't Poke the Lion. Yeah. See, maybe if they like me enough, they'll give me enough awards that you'll have more paperwork to do.
Oh, I see. Well, hey, for that reason, I would enjoy the paperwork.
Okay.
With Barry in the front and Marcus calling her back. Nice.
Oh, wow. Excuse me. You are really fading, aren't you?
Yeah.
Doesn't like being called McFly.
That's right. Hello, McFly.
It is beautiful though. I don't want to move. I don't want to get sitting in traffic and.
Mm.
Well, my phone's busy broadcasting. Has the traffic cleared up a little bit?
Mine's
Just
19%
show
now.
me the map so that we don't give away the exact
Oh
location
yeah.
because they'll find
35 minutes.
they'll find the production on. I said, show me the map, dude.
Huh?
No, that's not the way we're going. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
1946.
Oh.
8.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we don't want to pay for that.
No, I am not.
Okay.
I paid for the toll route to get here, so I can have food. So technically, I already paid. Like, how many exits did I pass? Because it's by exit.
That's right. Yeah.
So getting here to you and avoiding that accident, I spent $10 on the toll route. We are not taking the toll route back.
No.
We're just not doing that. We can't afford that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely would make it better.
So we'll roast in the car.
Are we working every day? This
No.
was a 3-day gig.
I wish we were working every day.
She was on yesterday. I'm on today, and she's on again tomorrow. And that's, you might get called.
And
for
you
more.
get
Who
to go
knows?
shopping for food with my mom.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
I get to hit the Costco with your mom.
But we need food in the house. We need to eat.
Really, you say who the star is other than you guys. I don't even know who's.
Martin's battery's going to die, so I'm not
aren't
picking
they?
it up.
Yeah.
No, there's some pretty good names in there. Yeah.
Hey, Jedi Senji.
Hit IMDb. We all know what IMDb is, and this is why we're not telling you the exact location because that's not going to work. Hit IMDb and look for
Station 11.
Station 11.
Yeah.
It was a best-selling novel in 2014. It got all these awards. So, and it's about a pandemic, and
it's a post-pandemic, post-apocalyptic show.
So how appropriate.
I know.
How apropos. Leave it to HBO to do something like this. But it's the whole cast list and everything is on the it's on the IMDb. So cool. Yeah. So yeah, but we're not going to tell you where we are. This is a very, very large conservation area, and there's a lot of these outside of Toronto, like on the edge of Toronto. So, after everything's said and done, and these trucks are out of here, and there's no more shooting, we'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everything's up on the IMDb already. So I don't know how much they're altering the book, though.
I don't know.
You'll have to wait and see. Crusade was about a pandemic. It was canceled before they found the cure.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh,
we didn't really get into Crusade.
No, we didn't.
Babylon 5 would love, but yeah, Crusade, I just.
What are you talking about? The fact that we weren't going to get home in time to do the broadcast we were supposed to do, so we thought we'd pop on because without paying for another toll route, there's no way we'll get home in time, so we figured we might as well just relax. Yeah, so we wanted to make sure that our audience wasn't left with nothing because we feel really bad when that happens. So yeah, we're just talking about things. Just things. But we'd rather work for productions as prop makers, partially because it's an artistic thing, and partially because it's better pay and it's union, whereas this stuff is covered by the Directors Guild of Canada, but it's like $17 an hour. Like, I mean, you get fed on shooting days, and Martin and I are good moochers.
Yep.
We always know how to show up at a production, and why do I have hiccups? And be able to mooch. We basically just order twice as much and hand the other half to the other person.
The code names on set?
No. Do it in the car. Do what? No, because the broadcast was up. We were going to do the Habs challenge because we screwed up last week. Thank you. We screwed up last week on the Habs challenge. We hashtag it wrong, so we made all that effort and we didn't get in at all. So we thought this time we'll do it right, but we require all the videos that are presently at home. And by the time we get home, It'll be too late because I gotta get up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. I like stuff and things. No, we don't get walkie-talkies.
There have been a couple. There have been a couple of shows where we've been given radios because we need to be able to talk from one end to the other, but not.
Well, that was it. It was a commercial with the
with the drone.
with
No,
the
there was
drone.
a spy show of some
Was
kind.
it?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was
I've
called.
lost
Yeah.
track. But yeah, we were all issued walkie-talkies and sent off into all the public areas, anywhere near where the drones um, and two of us were handed walkie-talkies for traffic control to cut off the road, and so they can get the shots. But when you have a drone that size with a camera on it that's worth more than your life,
$10,000 drone.
yeah, they'll hand everyone walkie-talkies and send them off in that direction. That direction, you guard that path because dog walkers usually come down there, and you guard that because no one can play on the playground set because the drone's going overhead. One good gust of wind or one good crash, and that drone is will take someone out, cut off your head. So whenever there's drones involved, we all get walkie-talkies. Beds, no. That's why we're all supposed to have our own cars, or come with a folded chair and at least somebody to snooze. Sending papers today. Woohoo! The old house. Nice. Congratulations, Katie. You need code names. What would you want your code name to be?
My brain is too fried to be creative right now.
Oh, come on. It's the best time to be creative. What would your code name be? Red Nose?
Red Nose, great.
And that's true too.
Yeah.
But
pretty big drone.
it's pretty insured. But you cut some kid's head off because the drone suddenly got a good gust of crosswind or something like that. That's a little more dire than someone taking off with it.
Yeah.
Would be Klingon. No. It's got to be something like filmy, production-y. Or something stupid like red. Because you're redhead.
Just red. Yeah.
Redhead, red nose. So, well, hold on. What am I then?
A schmoozer.
Schmoozer. Well, when I was on that one set no, it was 2019. There were two Christinas, two Chris's, and I wasn't going to be called Chrissy or Christine or anything like that. So I became Cece.
Right. Your initials.
Yeah, and I don't mind being Cece. Whenever there's too many Chris's around, I become Cece. Nancy. No. That makes me sound like we're that kind of broadcast because we're not that kind of broadcast. I had to get one in there.
Yeah.
Definitely had to get one in there. Favorite CC, Claudia Christian.
Really nice thing now. The sun is just going behind the trees.
Claudia's okay.
That helicopter crash that killed an actor and two children.
Yeah.
That was Twilight Zone.
Yep.
The movie, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. And Zion said, "Hey, let's not start rumors. I got enough of those already."
Is it making props?
Well, yeah, that's not what the rest of them are going to hear and see.
She's all handsy. Yeah.
Is Handsy on set today? Why you need a massage?
Can you come to production office? HR wants to talk to you.
Oh, not again. Like there was that motorcycle, from Deadpool
2.
Yeah.
In Vancouver,
And she went right into that building, and there were people in that building. Like there were literally
right
people,
through the glass.
literally people right there that had to get out of the way. People watching production because they're inside their building. You can't really stop them. But that was.
Motorcycle stunt gone horribly wrong.
Yeah. She didn't live through that. That was pretty awful. Well, she's not a stunt driver anyway. She just looks enough like the actress, and is a motorcycle racer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't a stunt driver. She was a motorcycle racer. So yeah, they just got her in because they found motorcycle racer. She should know her motorcycles, and she looks enough like the actor that she's trying to represent. So they went, yeah, hire her. And nope. special skills on set. We're still going in that direction, aren't we? It depends on what we're doing. Like, I mean, LSP doesn't require special skills.
You
Just
sit
be
around and watch
polite.
stuff.
Yeah, no, it's under-glorified security is what I call it.
If we're doing props, though, I'm more in the mechanics and the electronics. She's more in the organics, the faux finishes, the sculpting, that sort of thing.
Well, I'm now being trained on the 3D printer and the newer cutter,
the newer laser,
which is exciting because the older laser, I like the older laser because it's bigger, but I like the apps connected to the newer one, and it's a Dremel, laser. But yeah, I'm really good with the whole, making things look real when they're fake. And I know that's stereotypically female, but and I can do electronics, just not to the degree he does. And Martin has a hard time halfway through a project. He forgets that he's working organic and everything starts being exactly the same size. And I'm sitting there going, no, they're leaves. They can't be the same size.
Garibaldi and Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, we're both multi-skilled. Like, I mean, if one of us, heaven forbid, if one of us passed away or something happened to one of us, the other one would eventually be able to pick up the slack. Eventually. But we've got enough that we can keep going, but we definitely have our strong points based on, I guess, upbringing, because your father made sure the electronics thing. I mean, I know basic electronics, but this one can program. I used to be able to program. I don't know what happened to my brain. Perimenopause.
Yeah.
So are you and I,
It's still in there.
if we make enough money by this Christmas, are you and I going to get a whole bunch of new tech and just learn? I'd really appreciate that.
I think that'd be awesome.
Because I used to custom program computers, man. I used to do that. I can still, to a certain degree, custom program the Mac. There's a way to do it. Garibaldi and Zach. Multi-skilled, unlike Americans. Hey, there's a lot of Americans that are multi-skilled. It got fried. You should be in the movie somehow. No, not this time. I'm waiting until I rescue my hair before I put myself up for background, because I'll need new headshots, and I keep missing the opportunity for the hair appointments, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I really like her, but I don't know. They're obviously a very popular salon. Most American production staff do one tiny little thing, not multiple. Well, technically, so do we.
Yeah.
Because when you're union and you're on set for that purpose, then you're on set for that purpose.
Yeah, that comes from not the unions not letting people step on each other's toes, but there are times where we all pitch in, we fill in where we can. We just don't cross departments. Like, we won't be on set doing props and then suddenly go and adjust a light for someone. That's strictly
no-no.
verboten.
We know how to do it, but no. If we're on set for that, we're on set for that.
No touchy lights.
Like, I mean, as LSPs, we're, if someone asks us directly for help to roll something down, somewhere, or do something, then that's fine. Yeah. But the props truck is right there, and we have nothing to do with it this time. So, yeah. Well, this production doesn't seem to have anything that's really a build. Oh, tell them the stick story.
Oh, the stick story.
Tell them the stick story. How ridiculous it sometimes gets.
Yeah. Like, some people are like, oh, well, this it can't be that difficult to do props for a show like this one, or like a police show or something that takes place in modern times. You just go and you buy things, right? Well, there was a prop master in Vancouver who was telling a story about the stick that cost $25,000, or thereabouts. I can't remember the exact number, but they were doing it. It was an outdoor.
You can say his name.
Outdoor,
he's doing
a prop. Right. Dean Goodine out of Vancouver. He's going to be publishing a book on all of his years and years of prop mastering experience.
So we expect you all to buy it when he gets it out. Okay.
Don't mention sticks to Gord Rhodes. Exactly. Yeah. So they needed a stick for this one scene. It takes place out in the woods, and so the director's poking around in the woods while they're doing a site survey, and he pulls this stick out of the underbrush. And he says, "I like this stick. Let's use this stick." So Dean's like, "Oh, great! Now I've got to find 6 more sticks that look exactly like this one, or at least close to." I'm going to have to make a mold of this stick and cast a bunch of foam rubber ones because somebody's being poked and hit with this stick, so we don't want to hurt them with a real stick. And then we have to make a bunch of breakaway ones because the stick does get broken in another scene. It's the same stick, so it has to be matched. So ultimately, the cost of the stick ended up being $25,000, and the director's like, "Why is it so much for just a stick?" It's like, well,
Well,
and I explained it to him, and he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah." Was it made of gold? No,
no.
wooden stick and a bunch of foam rubber sticks and a bunch of breakaway sticks and
Yep.
yeah,
Yep. But we love
the
doing
mold
things.
making.
I
Oh
love
yeah,
fake finishes.
mm-hmm. Full on exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Or
I hate casting and molding things like sticks though because the bark it doesn't always come out of the mold well.
mm-hmm.
Or you were saying
Or another one. It might seem absolutely ridiculous, but it's true, and it's a conservationist thing. If there's a scene where somebody swats a mosquito and kills a mosquito, you cannot actually kill the mosquito on camera. You have to purchase pre-killed mosquitoes and be able to use them and do a cutscene because you're not allowed to harm any kind of wildlife, including mosquitoes, on set. What was the magic stick used for? It was
it
somebody
was
who
part of
had
the
a
scene.
had a stick in the scene, right? And then it ended up being used as a weapon and a walking stick and various other things during the course of the film. Uh, can't you just use a grain of rice? A mosquito, yeah.
Not for the
Paint it
close
up to
up.
look like a mosquito. Yeah.
Not for the close up shot.
So yeah, it has to be a close up shot of this dead mosquito on the guy's hand, right?
And the
Sometimes the
stick.
bark may stick to the mold. Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
really depends on
It's
what kind
really
of
a
mold
pain in
release
the
and everything you
butt.
you use.
And that's why you have to find 2 or 3 more sticks to, just in case, because
Mm-hmm.
you ruin the first one trying to make a mold of it. Then
Your backup stick, right?
yeah, you've got backup sticks.
Always says no animals were harmed in the making of this movie. Yeah, and that
Yep,
includes
that includes
mosquitoes.
bugs. Yes.
Now, of course, that doesn't include the hundreds or thousands of ants we tread on that we don't notice, or the spider that got killed when the tree got brushed down or something just to clean up some debris.
But
But
that's not harming the. That's something that a gardener would do.
exactly, yeah. Just it cannot be filmed. It cannot be done on camera.
So yeah, it's definitely a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
That's one way to put it, right? Oh, I wish I had cigars right now.
Oh,
I smoked my last one the other night. Oh no!
yeah.
But no, it's. I like filming outdoors. Like I like productions that are outdoors, but at the same time, I like a nice balance where
Mm-hmm.
you're indoors too.
Yeah.
I swear tomorrow I'm just gonna that young
No
buck,
Sogi Snoop.
that young LSP up top. I'm just gonna kick him out. I'm just gonna say, I
Just gonna
want your
say,
tent. I want to check people in at the front gate now.
yeah.
I want your tent.
Who's got a tent up there too? Yeah, that pop up.
Yeah.
Could probably just go to locations and request one. I'm sure they've got spares. Now there's only one day left of our obligations on this show.
That's true. That's true. Well, so far the transport guys have been really good.
Mm-hmm.
They checked on me a lot yesterday and
Yep.
made sure. And there's more than enough fans doing the transport thing anyway.
I was
So
mostly ignored today. But of course,
what?
most people didn't really start showing up until about 2 p.m. Right?
Every time I talked to you on the phone, you were
Well,
talking
there
to
was there
someone.
was somebody walking by, or a by
Well, like I mean,
a
one, two,
jogger.
three, four, five. I see 6 transport guys right now.
Yeah, heading in either direction, to and from the set.
Driving, 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 driving all day.
Driving equipment, driving crew members, driving
Oh, I put my hand over the camera.
You're
Oh,
back.
can you hear us now?
And they're gone again. Interesting.
Okay,
Okay.
so now you hear sound. So I had to threaten to go home.
Apparently. Yeah, it's weird. When she took that call and came back again, that's when the audio disappeared on us. We couldn't figure out where the problem was.
Well, it's supposed to disappear for the time of the call,
Yeah.
but come back right after.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right then. We're good.
Okay, so why don't you chat with them for a few minutes? I'm
No.
gonna go. Ah!
You're gonna go. Ah, you just did. You just did.
I'm thinking of going to the loo in case we get stuck in traffic again.
Oh, that wouldn't be a bad idea for both of us.
I thought you already did.
A little while back.
Oh, we should actually get out of here. So you're gonna entertain them on yourself?
Sure, I'll do that. Yeah.
I'll be back.
Skip to the loo. Just gonna skip to the loo. You got your mask? No. Yeah. I'm just gonna go hit one of the washroom trailers. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling a little bit dehydrated and overheated from 12 hours out in the sun. But yeah, my nose really is red, isn't it? Wow. So yeah, it's I think it's an 8 episode miniseries, so it'll be on HBO Max probably sometime this fall, and yeah, look forward to seeing it. Of course, the irony of it being about a pandemic, uh, being filmed during a pandemic. So everyone can hear okay again? The irony, yeah. Hold the outside fresh air. This heat will sure you wear you down. Yeah, well, this is it, Jeff. Originally, they contacted Christina to do the onset the LSP work for 3 days in a row. Right. Actually, first it was just one day, and then towards the end of yesterday, they're like, "Oh, can you work Thursday and Friday?" And she's like, "Oh my god!" And of course, she was overheated by the end of yesterday before I came to pick her up. Right. And I don't have HBO Max. I don't know where else it's going to show. I mean, it's the Paramount Network, so um, I don't know if what is it, Paramount Plus or whatever is their new streaming network that they did. So I don't know if it's going to do that. But so we decided, okay, she's not going to be able to do 3 days in a row in this heat. Basically Netflix. I don't think it'll be on Netflix because Netflix and HBO aren't connected, right? But so just the thought, because the parking lot that's being watched over with the work trucks in it, there's no shade. So you're either hunkering down in your car to stay in the shade, but I needed the car yesterday afternoon, so I had to disappear for a while with the car and then come back again. And then she needed the car today and did likewise for me, right? HBO Max can be seen through Crave here in Canada. There you go. So we decided there's no way she's gonna be able to do 3 days in a row in this heat in the sun. Trying to use an umbrella to shade and lots of water and just yeah, it wouldn't work out. So we checked with the company and said, well, can Martin work? Can we alternate? Can Martin work the other day and she'll do the Wednesday and Friday. So I ended up on here today. So it's in ways like that we can, because we're kind of almost interchangeable in that way. It helps us out. And there's been some gigs, like recently we had a couple of gigs. The actors get a trailer. Oh yeah, the actors all get trailers. We don't get a trailer. Closest thing we get to a trailer is the washroom trailer that we can disappear to for 5 minutes at a time, right? Um, but the last one that we did, the job we did a few weeks ago with these guys, it was a weekend job, right? 2 days, and we were both able to be hired for that one. So there's definitely opportunities. Do the carpool and both get hired for the same show, or get hired for different shows, or take turns. Alternate back and forth, which in this particular case worked out really well. See, it's starting to cool down quite nicely because the sun's over here, and it's just we're in a bit of a valley, so the sun's just dipped behind the trees, so the valley is starting to get into the shade. Now it's getting cooler down here and more manageable. But yeah, during the heat of the day, there was nothing. There was no shade at all. I was sort of huddled along the side of the road. It's work. Oh, exactly, and it's open enough kind of work that you're basically you're watching a parking lot full of trucks, and you answer the occasional question, guide someone in a direction if they need it, and give directions. And most of the time you're sitting around twiddling your thumbs, so it gives an opportunity to catch up on some social media, do a little bit of writing, do a little bit of um, um, online stuff, that sort of thing. So it's it's a helpful one. Like I brought a little project here with me today. The My uncle did roofing in the sun. I did the couple of roofing jobs back in Vancouver. I will never do a roofing job again. So it's just like way too much because here up on top of a house, there's really no shade up there. uh, but you remember the Pew Pew broadcast we did a few nights ago, where we sort of got into it and discovered a lot of these are very difficult to take apart and are very fragile. So I brought some of the pieces with me today to sort of tinker around with and see if I can get things taken apart without breaking things. And so far so good. I mean, we managed to get a couple of pieces apart to be able to build a couple of little steampunk pew pew ray guns for the store. Ah! I knew she was back there. I could just feel it. Feel her approaching.
Oh, can't do that to the mask.
Oh. All right. So take turns.
Hang on. Hang on.
Or are we gonna?
My battery is gonna die, and I should call Asher back.
Call Asher back,
yeah. Certain actors get
Spidey
trailing
senses.
off.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna head off. It is the 1 hour mark too.
Is it?
And you should leave her fill out LSP with a card in case she wants to check things out overnight.
Yeah.
And I should call our friend back.
Mm-hmm.
So yes. I'm sure I missed lots of good comments.
Not bad. No.
Not bad. Compliment them. We want $5 from each of them.
We had good comments. Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna we're probably going to do the because we decided to go murder mystery this time. We're gonna have to write a lot. So any of you that are already $5 sponsors or above, or $5 worth of awards and above, get your butt down to the. I'm gonna repost the post when I get back. I hope, so that you guys can pick your type.
Mm-hmm.
So do by all means pick your character type for the steampunk. But remember, it's $5 or more. You make good comments. See, just
Jazz makes good comments. Yeah.
Be nice. Remember, respect yourself more than anyone else can. Everything will be fine. Self-respect, self-love. Okay?
Always.
Definitely always. And hey, Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Say see you later, Martin.
See you later, Martin. Sound like Janine from the Muppet Show.
Yeah.
From the Electric Mayhem.
Oh yeah.
For sure, Dr. Bob.
We're going home now. We're gonna go battle the traffic not in direct sun for a change.
Sure, yeah.
All right, folks. Thank you for joining us. Apologies for not being able to do the Haps Challenge this week, but it's not gonna happen. No. And last week we titled it wrong, so it didn't happen. And we're batting 100.
It's the heat.
It's the heat. We'll blame the heat.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Later. You've got a hand on the right side and correct side and